FirstEnergy says it has a new solution to help with responding to power outages in the Mahoning Valley. The utility just built a new outpost service center in North Jackson. These are some of the images of the 20,000 square foot facility. It's located right off of North Bailey Road. If you're one of the customers who loses power more than often, you're probably wondering, will this make a difference? FirstEnergy spokesperson Hannah Kellett is joining us now with all the details about this new center. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, sure. Happy to excited to talk about this topic.
Yeah, could you describe what the new outpost is built to do and how crews maybe can utilize it to get power restored to local customers?
Sure. So this is a transmission service center. So transmission is the high voltage power lines that you see delivering power to your neighborhood. So these are the really tall towers and lines that actually deliver power. And then it goes into a substation and then out through distribution lines. Those are the smaller poles in your neighborhood. This service center is for our transmission personnel. And what it does is it centralizes them in the Mahoning Valley area. And when they're needed, they can move faster because they're already together. They're not reporting to different service centers with their materials scattered. What they need to do the work that they're going to do is centralized in that building. It was built so that it's really massive, big, so that it can fit transmission equipment. Transmission is uses a lot bigger equipment than the distribution teams do.
Oh, okay. And where were the crews previously accessing maybe some of the supplies that they needed? Where were they going instead?
Yeah, like I mentioned, they were kind of spread out through our different service centers. Nice. So this allows them to store everything in one place so that when they need it, they don't have to, go all over the place to find what they need and then also find the crews that they need. They're all together. They can leave, as soon as they are able to gather everything up from that service center, they can head out to whatever job that they need to do on a daily basis, but also customers are already benefiting from this service center. When the August storms came through, this service center allowed restoration to begin more quickly because the crews were organized and ready to leave out from there.
Yeah, and some folks, they have more power outages out here than others, and it's become a headache for a lot of people. But whenever this severe weather does roll through, it's not uncommon for people to, say, okay, what's happening? Is the company making changes? So how much do you think this could speed up response times? Have they done any estimates?
Well, our hope is that this will help restoration get underway quicker. As I mentioned, after those storms, we saw that happen. The fixes to transmission lines often are one of the first things to do after a storm because they affect the most people. And so when we can get the transmission system working, we can bring the most people back up online, and then they work their certain jobs from there. So again, the transmission lines are going to affect a lot of people. They carry power for a lot of people. And that is why we wanted to be able to maintain the system and make sure that we can quickly respond when there is an issue during a storm or service-related issue.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on 21 News at 5. We'll check back in with you, especially as we get into other times of the year where we have that severe weather. But I appreciate you showing us all the new things that you've added. Thank you so much.